Today on this podcast, pardon, I repeat that we'll be talking on different topics across the spectrum, touching science, the future of world, environment, politics, spirituality, science, and certain other abstract things.
Great lineup. Where should we begin? Science, the future, or maybe dive into something abstract?
So, if we go into the future, where do you see like roads in next 50 years? What will be the modes of transportation uh, in the developed countries and in the underdeveloped countries of
In the
today's
next 50
time?
years, we might see more electric and autonomous vehicles dominating the roads. Hyperloop and high-speed trains could also play a big role. What are your thoughts on the future of transportation?
I honestly cannot perceive at which pace they are going to develop, because if you create anything, in terms of better, in terms of technology, there has to be, rise, proportionate rise in its penetration to not only the developed countries but people living in the third world countries or poor people in the developed countries. But I sometimes, imagine just that cars flying in the air, though not very much up in the like in aeroplanes, but near to ground they certainly fly. I don't know whether in my lifetime it will happen, but I feel it will happen surely.
Your point about ensuring technology reaches everyone is crucial. Flying cars might sound like science fiction, but with advancements, who knows? It's fascinating to imagine how transportation could evolve. What other futuristic ideas intrigue you?
Do you think, if I put it to you, do you think that the cars, flying cars, like, can the world see them like, as a common mode of transportation up till like 2050? What's your say?
Predicting the future is tricky, but by 2050, flying cars might become more common, especially with ongoing tech advancements. However, challenges like regulations and infrastructure need addressing. It's a possibility, though. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I certainly also believe, like I told, that I sometimes imagine it so, but sometimes I feel like that they're crashing with low, can say power lines, high tension lines. Maybe in that scenario, either there can be a zone of, you know, uh, that flying range above the ground, so that they don't touch any ordinary obstacle in the, on the surface or near to the surface. Yeah, certain times it can be alternatively possible that we will go for more underground, cabling, wiring, and other things.
You bring up a valid concern. Managing flying car routes and potential collisions with obstacles like power lines is crucial. A dedicated airspace or underground systems could be solutions. Balancing convenience with safety will be key. What do you think the major challenges would be for implementing flying cars on a large scale?
I first of all think the first point of challenge about implementation is like safety rules, because it's very it's very abstract to draw a road in open space up on the ground. Like, we have designated roads on ground, and we know this is right and this is left. As per the conventions of country, you can ride on left or right side. But with flying cars, the first thing I feel regulation, and the new book rule book of traffic, you can say. Then maybe some signals, whether you can suspend, animate them at one spot. And I believe it. The roads will be one thing, because that so mental choice that I take a shortcut and go from here, a certain other car is taking another shortcut, so it will be very bizarre and messy. Also, we have to look into the fuel they are using. That fuel should be e-friendly. Whether we have electronic flying cars or solar cars or certain like hydrogen fuel based or biofuel based, it will be like it's a matter of future. But I believe regulation, environment, safety hazard that should be concerned.